Rise and shine, brainiacs and brew lovers. Did you know that your morning cup of joe isn't just delicious? It's basically a science experiment in a mug. That ritual you love, grinding, brewing, sipping, is a full-blown biochemical symphony. So grab your favorite mug because we're diving deep into the science of your morning coffee, one quirky fact at a time. Let's rewind way back to the misty highlands of Ethiopia around the 9th century. Enter Kaldi, a cheerful goat herder with a mystery on his hands. One day his goats started bouncing like tiny caffeinated kangaroos after munching on some bright red berries. "Why are you hoof dancing, Steve?" Kaldi must have asked. Turns out those magical berries were, and Kaldi had just discovered the world's first natural energy shot. And thus the legend was brewed. Now, speaking of those beans, don't ever wonder why we call them beans when they grow on a fruit. Here's a mind brew. Coffee beans aren't actually beans at all. They're seeds, the pit inside a coffee cherry, which looks suspiciously like a small yellow or red tomato. Think of it like this. If an apple had a tiny, deliciously bitter baby, it'd be a coffee seed, but coffee seed latte doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? So we'll stick with bean, even if it's botanically cheating. Now, why does coffee make you feel like you can conquer emails, gym workouts, and maybe even adulting? Let's talk brain chemistry, starring adenosine, the sleepy molecule. At night, adenosine builds up in your brain, telling your neurons, hey, time to power down, nap now, dream of sheep. But then, caffeine crashes the party. Caffeine looks eerily similar to adenosine, like a molecular imposter. It sneaks into the brain's receptors and blocks adenosine from docking. No docking equals, no fatigue signal, equals you feel alert, focused, and ready to adult like a champion. It's not giving you energy. It's just hiding the tired. Sneaky, right? Coffee's journey went from Ethiopian hills to Yemeni Sufi monks, who used it to stay awake during prayers, then exploded across the globe like a caffeinated wildfire. Which brings us to our next trivia. Which country drinks the most coffee per person? Is it Italy? Land of espresso and tiny cups? Italy? Land of espresso and tiny cups? France, with their café creme elegance? The US, where we put coffee in everything? Looking at you, cold brew ice cream. It's Finland, yes, the land of saunas, reindeer, and insane coffee consumption. Finnish folks drink, on average, over 2 cups a day. Every single day. Some say up to 12 kilograms per person per year. That's like drinking coffee with your cereal during sauna and while dreaming. Coffee truly conquered the world, one sip at a time. Now let's tackle a roasty myth. Do dark roast coffees have more caffeine? Most people think darker equals stronger equals more caffeine. But science says, nope. The longer you roast coffee, the more caffeine burns off, so lighter roasts actually have slightly more caffeine than their dark, smoky cousins. Dark roasts might taste bolder, but they're not giving you a bigger buzz. It's like judging a superhero by their cape. Sometimes the quiet one in the corner is the real powerhouse, so there you have it. Your morning cup isn't just a habit, it's all in one. From Kaldi's dancing goats to Finland's coffee-powered saunas, coffee is more than a drink. So next time you take that first sip, pause, smile, and say, ah, yes. I am now operating at peak biochemical efficiency. Like, subscribe and stay caffeinated.